So in love, found you finally. You make you want to say, oh, 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 my God. Oh, yeah. We started with a bit of...
Oh!
Who's that? Who sings that song?
Usher, lad.
Usher?
Yeah.
The King of Kings.
Oh!
He's really found himself in the ascendancy in that kind of world just by not being a pedo.
Usher.
Yeah.
It was hard to be a pedo when he was 14, when he was at the house. You know?
What house?
Diddy's house.
He was being pedoed?
Oh, well, that was a big rumor, yeah, because Diddy had...
I thought he was just showing people to their seats.
No, Usher. Yeah. And I say, yeah. What was your man's name? He's on the Chappelle, did a lot of sketches about him in the Chappelle show, but was it Lil Jon?
Yeah,
just
maybe.
Yeah. Like, that was his, like, only contribution.
Such big vibes, just like...
Yeah.
But it's like the guy, and I swear when I watched... Shakira. I saw Shakira live when I was in Malta when I was maybe 15, something like that.
And this was this pre what's his face?
PK?
Yeah. Was this
It's
pre
probably,
PK?
It's probably mid PK, I would say.
Mid getting fucking railed by PK.
I've told you about this gig I went to though. It was like Shakira, Nicole Scherzinger,
Whoa.
LaRue,
Oh.
Dizzy Rascal.
Lad, LaRue had some fucking belters.
Two. LaRue had two belters.
She had two belters. She had two, but they were good.
And I can't even remember them. Going in for the
This
kill.
time, baby, I'll be bulletproof.
And then I'm going
In for the kill. I'm doing it for the thrill.
Great hair, LaRue.
What? Those were two fucking
Two bangers.
absolute bangers.
And I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. The old one too. See you later.
Pop, pop. Off to a farm in Somerset to take care of the pigs. Yeah.
That's what LaRue's doing.
Yeah. LaRue, she's down fucking in her wellies, fucking checking the fucking soil content of fields.
Mucking out the shed.
Yeah.
The poo.
Yeah. Mucking out the poo. Yeah.
But yeah, and then Enrique Iglesias on that gig as well.
Holy fuck.
Crazy gig.
This is one of the sexiest gigs that ever was.
Yeah, absolutely. And also Dizzy Rascal was there.
Whoa.
He's a strange looking fella.
Dizzy. What did Dizzy do apart from obviously Bonkers, which to me is one of the worst songs ever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How dare you disparage one of the greatest pieces of music that's ever been created?
I'm coming for the rascal. That was one of them songs. I would put it in the same category as Black Eyed Peas. Tonight's gonna be a good night, where I just, after a while, I literally wanted to break a glass off my head when I heard it.
No, Tonight's Gonna Be a Good Night by the Black Eyed Peas is the antithesis of humanity. It's awful. It is just like, it pulls your soul out of your chest.
It takes a big...
and throws it in the bin.
Yeah, it takes a big fucking steaming dump on your
I've got
heart.
a feeling
that tonight's gonna be... Like, even when you're sitting down writing the lyrics, I've got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Like, you're absolutely artistically bankrupt.
You're not even giving like a good night.
Yeah, not even great. Tonight's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna have any major emotional issues tonight.
But I'm also not gonna reach the peak of existence.
I'm on SSRIs.
It's such an antidepressant song.
It's such an antidepressant song. My swings are not what they used to be, but also I can't experience joy very well. But it's better than the hell I was living in.
Fergie, take it away.
Now to Fergie on the shit vocals.
Hey, no.
Do you remember when Fergie actually, when she, like, they had her out to sing the national anthem at something?
She fucked it right the way up.
Well, sure, she just couldn't sing. She just simply could not sing.
Have you seen the video of Fergie singing while doing like front flips?
No.
She's doing a gig and she's just doing front flips, but is like singing at the same time. It's so far. I don't know whether it's worth getting a video up, but she's like, oh, like
right,
mid front flip. She just keeps.
Keeps
She's like,
singing.
Whoa! oh, and it's like you kind of have to maintain sound quality through the front flip if you're going to do a front flip. But
Right.
every time it goes, ah! Like, just because she has to tense up so much.
Of course
to
she
do a
does.
front-
But when you think about the Black Eyed Peas, who are, in my opinion,
members of the Black Eyed Peas.
yeah,
Fergie.
Will.i.am, the other peas, the other domestically abused
There was
peas.
two of them, wasn't there?
Huh?
Long hair soul patch.
Yeah, there was some other fucking chancer that was there who looked like he had kind of Latin oranges, and
He
then
had Latin oranges.
Latin oranges in his pockets. He was a grocer. He was a greengrocer. He was selling veg at the concerts.
He was an ancient Roman greengrocer.
That's
He
right.
had Latin oranges.
Yeah.
Orangeus Maximus.
Yeah. So you had Orangius Maximus, and then I don't know. There was other people knocking around, but like after one person, you know, each one of them had less talent than the other. I mean, Will.i.am is one of the biggest bluffers in the history of pop culture. I mean, the guy is just 90% lies. It's
Have
just
you ever seen the thing on The Voice of him like making a tune with the band of like The Voice? And he's like trying to show off to this crowd to be like, oh yeah, you have their moment.
Right.
Occasionally Tom Jones would like sing and everybody would be like, wow, that's
Whoa.
loud. Which I think is what
what's up, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's up, pussy? It's what's new.
Oh, is it what's new?
What's up, pussycat?
What's up, pussycat? What y'all doing over there, pussycat?
But I think the bad thing about Tom Jones is like it was just loud.
Yeah.
Like he's not that good at singing. Like the quality of his voice isn't like whoa. It's just big.
It's Welsh and deep. Do you know what I mean?
Welsh.
It's Welsh and deep. Did I say Welsh? Is Welsh a word?
You're on a funny little pronouncing day.
Lads, you can't always have good days. That's the thing. You can't always be sharp.
I'm
I'm
still
kind of...
recovering from the fringe, for goodness sakes.
And my mind is porridge
We're having
after
a
the
tough
fringe.
time.
I'm on a come down. My body and mind are just... Do you know when you're going so hard for a while and then you stop and then everything just turns to goo?
And it makes you think that stopping was the issue.
It is. Don't stop.
Yeah, keep on rolling.
Don't stop, can't stop. Grind set. Stephen Bartlett. Chris Williamson.
Yeah.
Some other liar.
Yeah, I think Chris Williamson might be coming on Finn versus the Internet.
No way.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Surely you should slime him. Like an old style
It's on
Nickelodeon
there.
slime.
I think it is on the cards for us to slime. We always try to up production value every season.
Yes.
And I think sliming is the inevitable conclusion of that.
I think
until we've said that the inevitable end of Finn versus the Internet is Finn just beheads an influencer.
Oh, that would be...
Because that's the peak of internet culture, is ISIS beheadings and influencers.
Yes.
And Finn's the man to bring it all together.
To meld them together. Yeah. The mixing of different styles and genres. Like what Tarantino did a bit.
The last episode of Finn versus the Internet, we will behead Amelia de Moldenberg.
I don't know who that is.
You do. Check and shop date.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I saw? Actually? I saw her on, there was some photos posted on Instagram of like, it seemed like a little influencer's holiday. And it was just like all like
Her in bikinis and all.
yeah, but it was like Grace Campbell, all these other people, and they were all on holidays together. And I was like, you can't all be friends, really. But then I was like, this is some sort of coordinated, like, do you know, they put like boy bands together back in the day.
Yeah,
That
Larry
you're-
Walsh organised this Instagram post.
I think he might be now.
But then a lot of
organising.
them are friends because they're all just went to like private school.
They could be friends, but you're one, the chicken shop date lady. She had a head in her now that had turned the milk sour in the picture. She didn't look happy at all.
But that's her whole fucking thing.
Her thing is
like-
that is her thing, but I think also she's a lot bigger than everyone that else is in the picture, and she's like, shouldn't there be
Yeah.
some? I did a fucking interview with Drake. What the hell am I?
Amelia de Moldenberg is the boat, Grace Campbell's the barnacle.
That's right. Yeah, she is the
But it's just
barnacle. in
big
that.
and, like, yeah, and I know what you mean. She's just like, oh.
Right.
And they're on this fucking boat together. If there was ever a boat that you just like, you'd love a little U-boat to fucking,
Oh, lad.
just all the influencers, all the London private school girl influencers.
Yeah.
And then Dua Lipa would be at all of their funerals and we could comfort Dua Lipa.
Oh, lad. Dua Lipa. I wonder does Dua Lipa do Duolingo? That's just something I've wondered.
She's learning Albanian or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck she is.
I would
She
love-
Albanian?
Kosovan.
I think it'd just be a fun
This
sentence.
is getting tetchy. I don't know enough about geopolitics to guess these nationalities.
No, either do
As
I.
soon as you say Kosovo, I go, oh.
Kosovo, Albania, just
bad
stuff.
But yeah,
Bad
Dua Lipa's,
gravy.
I'm going to pretend Dua Lipa's an Albanian henchman that came over on a small boat.
I'm going to
I
pretend.
think she is Albanian.
Albanian?
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah.
Like the By the way, welcome back, Cumlong.
Come along! Back on the pod.
Great to be back, lads.
King of the podcast.
Full of cum.
Full
Full cum.
to the brim.
His lungs absolutely riddled with cum.
We're back on tour with Cumlong, and he's getting recognized. People are hugging him. He got hugged at the merch desk.
What?
Oh, come on!
What? Were they,
You're amazing! Fucking hell, come on!
Lad, this is going to be, I want you to enjoy this because this is going to be the peak of your life. When you're in your 40s and you have a family and you have a decent, good, upper middle class life, you're going to look back on your days as the Wild London fuckboy Cumlong and think that was a good time.
Yeah.
One of the volunteers at Norwich Playhouse came over, complimented me on the show, and then I call him a hot London fuckboy on stage.
Yeah.
And she compliments me, chatting away. And just before she walks off, she goes, and by the way, you are hot.
Oh! Feather in Cumlong's cap.
She was like 60.
She was 60 years of age. But sure, then she knows. Then it's a better compliment because she's seen 60 years of men. She knows a good one. She knows the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah.
She's going to take herself a hot slice of Cumlong. Would you, and this is something I think about, a beautiful 60-year-old woman, and if you were single, obviously, but like, would you, take her for a midnight swim? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
I think literally yes, figuratively no.
What?
I think I'd love to go to like a villa with a pool with a 60-year-old, like attractive 60-year-old
and kind of like tread,
and just swim with her.
And tread the water and talk about life. And
I think that would be lovely. I would really enjoy that.
And talk about like how we need to accept aging and accept it's a beautiful part of nature.
Yeah, Claudia Winkleman must be pushing 60.
Oh!
What's she? How old is she these days?
The Winklevoss twin. Who? I don't know.
Claudia Winkleman, host of The Traders.
I fucking know, lad.
You know?
Oh, lad. Was I not rabbiting on about The Traders when I was watching
you're a big
it?
Traders boy.
It was the greatest
How
reality
old is she,
TV.
70? 52. Winkleman's looking good for 52. Vorderman must be in 60s.
Have you seen her when she was young? She looks mad,
She-
Winkleman.
Yeah.
As in, like,
Her
tasty.
hair's kind of
She's got this big kind of 80s, 70s hair.
she had a lot of
looks like a
ideas, did she?
completely different person.
yeah.
She had a lot of ideas about herself.
Yeah,
and
she does look, and her hair's not black. It's like kind of mousy brown almost. Yeah, she's kind of beautiful.
oh! What
And
about...
she's beautiful
oh,
now.
big boobies.
No, I think her boobies are just the same as they
You know
always
what? I
have
think
been.
we've discussed it, but a small boobie to me can be just as enticing. And I think that's brave of me to say. Isn't it? Surely.
You're a small booby boy.
I love a little small boobie as long as the nipples are long and pointy.
Like Madonna.
Huh?
Like Madonna.
Yeah, like you could use them as a toothpick. No, come on.
I didn't like that.
Cumlong didn't like it. That didn't sit well with him.
But to get back to why we mentioned Shakira in the first place.
Yes.
Is when I saw her at MTV.
That one went that went 7 or 8 tabs away. But that was a good catch by you to bring
fully
it back.
crazy.
Because I was never bringing it back.
The reason is you brought up the back-end folks in the Black Eyed Peas who would just do
Yes.
like little bits and bobs. It's like stealing a living.
Oh,
and the guy,
wasters.
There was a guy who, as far as I could tell, the whole way through the gig, I started watching him because I was like, what's he doing? You know, he's just dancing about the stage and you go, is he getting paid for this? And he's running about. And then I realized what his job is. His job when performing with Shakira, he's the guy that goes, Shakira, Shakira.
Oh.
And that's all he does.
Yeah.
I assumed that was like he's DJing, he's doing something else. Maybe he's on the drums and then he sticks his face into the mic and goes,
Yeah.
Shakira, Shakira. Nope. It's his only job. You're really making it sound like a fucking loyalist flute band.
Shakira.
You made that sound like a loyalist flute band cover of Shakira.
That's actually a very kind thing to have said to me. Because if I can make the noise
The
of...
hips don't lie, but I'll tell you who does.
I'll tell you who does lie. A man named Martin McGuinness. The man is made up of nothing but lies.
The rumor now is that he was a big informant. McGuinness.
McGuinness?
Yeah.
Well, sure, there was a lot of back channel stuff going on with the RAN, the British government.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes where there was little rats and moles, and sure, Jesus, there's talks. Even the bowel Jerry himself was doing a little slow dance with the British government. So
Rats and moles, it's like the fucking wind in the willows.
yeah, who's fucking David Hume is
Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad, yeah. Or is it John Hume? It's John Hume, isn't it?
John
yeah.
Hume. Who's David Hume? That's somebody.
David Hume is some other old cunt who had a head.
Yeah, he feels like just somebody who'd be in the Ulster Tatler.
Some old cunt who had a head and a few ideas rattling around it.
A geographer.
A geographer.
A geographer.
Such a worldly man.
Geographers are needed.
Let's
not sneer at them.
What are geographers at these days?
They're men who'd go down to a river and they'd say, "Oh, there's a bend in that now."
Oxbow Lake.
Yeah, they'd say, "Oh, geez,
meander.
that's a meander."
Ooh.
They'd say, "Oh, there's a bit of debris over there." If I'm not mistaken.
Debris.
That's right. There's a bit of debris over there. If my senses are as sharp as I think they are, there's a chunky bit of debris, and someone will go,
Chunky bit of debris.
"By God, you're a good geographer now." There's no flies on you, and if
Good
there are,
on
they're
ya.
paying rent.
Good on you.
Good on
Good
you.
on
Fair
ya.
fucking play. So anyway, you're there at Shakira. There's this fella mincing around. This old Shakira. And sure, that lad's probably a millionaire.
You would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if he also does security. Like, I don't know what else his role is. You would hope he would be doing some of like the roadieing. Maybe he drives the bus.
Do you think it might have been an early iteration of Pitbull? Do you think that might have been?
That could have been Pitbull.
Yeah.
We should shout out Alison Spittle for the travesty she's gone through with her Instagram related to Pitbull.
What has happened with Spittle? I tried to look her up on Instagram the other day.
They've taken it away from her.
They've
The woke mob have taken Alison Spittle's Instagram away.
the woke mind virus has gone against her. What's happened?
Yeah, so Alison Spittle, very, very funny comedian, absolute legend.
Yeah, great woman.
And she posted, or like, I think even just shared a video where it's a bunch of kids running away and they've edited in like Pitbull, the singer.
Yeah.
Not as in like an XL bully, like Pitbull, the singer.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
The voice of his generation, yeah.
Chasing after them. And that's just obviously really funny little joke about Pitbull and pitbulls and kids and stuff. And it's like child endangerment. It's been flagged as, and her whole account's been fucking scooped. And then she tried to set up a new one with a new email. Still not allowed.
Did they think the way she did it was kind of pro-pedo propaganda, that like Pitbull was...
Yeah, maybe pro-pedo propaganda. And I don't know how this will help at all, but if you have any other social media platforms, go check out Alison Spittle. She's fucking cool. I don't know, it's just like, that's such a concern that if they take away my Instagram...
I mean, you're goosed.
It's over.
It's over for... I mean, I have nothing else. I've not developed really any other platform. I have a few people knocking around on TikTok, but they don't love me, and
you
I don't know
get them.
I don't know how to talk to them.
Like, they'll just be like, "I liked your clip, and I'm never going to talk to you ever. I'm never going to come see your show. I'm never
I
spend
think
a
most of them
fucking
live in trees or on top of roofs beside satellites and stuff. I don't think a lot of them hold down jobs or like kind of eat 3 square meals a day. I think a lot of them are kind of berries and nuts, and they're just in corners and their mind's been...
They're mining Bitcoin.
Oh, lad, I have a few things to bring up to you. One, I was just in McDonald's getting a little McDonald's breakfast, and
you gotta stop with those. It's crazy that you're in such good shape for how much of like fucking bollocks you make of yourself.
How much of a bollocks I make of myself.
Yeah, we have to weigh ourselves in between. We haven't done the race to 85 in a long time.
I've lost interest in that race.
We've been at the Fringe for a month. It's going to be the race to 95 now.
Lad, I've been eating like such a fucking colossal wheelie bin. It's unbelievable. Like, it's even, I had a few vegetables the other day and my body couldn't take it. I started shaking. My body's like, what the hell is this?
Get this demon out of me!
Get this demon out of me! Get me a sausage McMuffin! But I do eat a lot of McDonald's breakfasts. The value is just inescapable, I find. But they've this.
I've never had a McDonald's breakfast.
And lad, you know what? You're missing out. And I'm not
I thought
saying.
you were going to say you can tell. Like something about me means I've never, like you could tell I'd never had a McDonald's
I
breakfast.
think you have to have a bit of courage to eat McDonald's that early. I think you have to have a little bit of a conviction and a little
You
bit
have
of.
to know who you are.
Well, yeah, to step inside a McDonald's building before 11 o'clock, which is what you have to do.
You have to accept yourself.
You have to accept yourself. You have to accept the people you're going to meet in there are not going to be the cream of society.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
They're going to be other damn dirty, rotten, low, flea-ridden dogs like yourself.
Have you ever missed it? Have you ever missed the 11 a.m. cutoff and had to get a cheeseburger?
No, if I missed the 11 a.m. cut off, I'll go in there. I've tried before to have a little
Discussion with them, peace
listen,
talks.
I know you've still got some sausage back there.
Yeah.
I'm willing to throw you an extra 20, 25 cent if you just say that. But these people, McDonald's have them.
Like Adam Sandler and Big Daddy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was a great.
Cut this kid a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Big Daddy.
Great film.
One of my
So
favorites.
heartbreaking.
One of the greatest child performances of all time. The cutest child performances ever.
There's two of them.
Huh?
There's two.
I know. I found that out later.
Yeah.
But do they both? Are they?
They're both in it.
Are they?
That's how they make the film because kids can only work for a certain amount of time.
And then they get tired. And we need another kid.
Yeah. And they swap them in.
This is the other me.
Nap time. You're on.
Yeah, they were little hot baby twins. They were kind of like
They're
the
in
male
Friends as well.
The male Olsons.
They're in Friends as well.
They were in Friends as well. They had a great little hotspot there in the 90s. I'd imagine they're on Smack now.
One would only hope.
One would only hope they found solace in the
Chemical
wonderland
arts.
that is opium. Speaking of which, when I went in for the McDonald's breakfast this morning, right, so there was a fella down the back, because a lot of times people, you know, that may not have a house come in there for an hour rest.
Yeah.
So there was a fella down the back who's just kind of down sleeping. Then this girl kind of shuffles in. She kind of shuffles in like a little crab. And she's like, alright. She's like, Brian. And then he's like,
Brian.
She's like, Brian. He's like, what? And she's like, come on, we're going to Leo's. And he was just like, no, I'm sleeping. She's like, Brian, I'm going to go to Leo's without you. And then he's like, go Leo's then. She's like, no, I'm not going without you. And then
You've changed your tune.
yeah, just straight away, complete reversal of her story. But sure, she's absolutely up to 90. So next thing she starts pulling at him. She's like, come on, I'm bringing you to Leo's. As if she's going to drag him to Leo's. It's like, you're not. And then she's dragging him and then she just falls over on her back. And she was like
Like a turtle?
like a little turtle. She had her legs in the air. She's like, no. How am I going to get to Leo's? I'm not going to get to Leo's if I can't stand up. Right? So next thing anyway, she gets up, she shouts back a few things at him. She's like, well, forget it then. I'm going to Leo's without you. Don't need you. And like that. And your man's like, ugh. And then there was like a fella beside me. So I'm sitting here and there's a few of us. And it's fairly packed. We're all just watching this.
Like a viewing gallery type thing.
We're all just gnawing on our little egg McMuffins and just kind of like this, looking on at this kind of mayhem. And then there was a lad beside me and he just says to everyone, he goes, they're on crack. He just says,
Yep.
He says to the whole place, he goes, they're on crack, junkies. And then he was just there singing, he's just like, he goes, if they had any self-respect, they'd go rob a bank. I'm not joking. And then I swear to God, there was like a family across from us and everyone was kind of nodding as he's telling us this. He goes, if they'd any self-respect, they go rob a bank. He's there with like a newspaper in front of him. He gives it a shake and he just goes, a real man doesn't beg. No, he goes, get a sawn-off shotgun, £3 million, £4 million mansions right around here. Go rob them. Get yourself some money. And everyone's like, what? And then like your one was still just kind of like, Leo, we're going to Leo's house. Yeah, like this. And then he was just like, be quiet. If you need money, go rob a bank.
This is the most bizarre political opinion I've ever heard.
Absolutely. Now, your man, to be fair,
Because there's lots of people who are like, homeless people need to pull themselves up by their
That's right.
bootstraps. But I don't think very many people mean they should do that by robbing a bank.
Yeah. He said, a real man gets a sawn-off shotgun, go get yourself some money. Don't go doing crack, going around begging. Because like the start of his message was kind of Jordan Peterson-esque of, you know, Jordan
Clean
Peterson
your
like,
room.
don't do crack.
Clean your room.
Clean your room.
Rob a bank.
Don't use crack to help you clean your house.
Robbing a bank is complicated.
It's complicated.
You need a getaway driver.
You need a sawn-off shotgun. You need to blow a bank attendant's head clean off. It's not as simple as it seems. You know. So your man was just shouting all this, and then he was just sitting there, and he stopped for a second, and everyone was just kind of like, we're all just eating our things. It's just such entertainment for everyone in McDonald's. We were like, all right.
That's what's nice about chaotic places like that, is you just get to enjoy the fucking madness
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
So then he takes a little minute. He's just sitting there, and then he just go. He turned to, there's this kind of older woman beside me, and he just goes, "I've been to jail." And then she just kind of like, "Oh right, yeah." He just goes,
What was this guy wearing? Was he like suited, ready for work, or what was
No. This lad was, I would say, a whisker above
right?
the crackheads. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up in Leo's house at some point. You know
a
what I
rat
mean?
looking down on a mouse.
Absolutely. Then he goes, "I've been to jail," and then everyone kind of nods, and then he goes, "Came out, found my missus in bed with one of my friends." and then your one is just, again, she's onto the hash brown at this stage. She's like, "All right," you know. Just.
And then what happened? Was that the end of it?
And then that was just it. Everyone just kind of finished their stuff. Because he got, like, he had been talking for, I would say, probably 90 seconds uninterrupted. And then he kind of looking around for anyone to engage with it. And everyone was just kind of like, you know.
Everyone went 90 seconds. That's an Instagram reel. See ya.
That's right.
Bye.
We got to go.
That's our attention span.
So he kind of just got up and fucked off. But,
God, I thought you were going to say he killed him or like robbed the bank or some shit. I'd love if he was like, that's what I did.
Yeah. I'll get the first guess. Did you rob a bank by any chance? With a sawn-off shotgun, yeah.
That's how I got back at my my missus' infidelity.
Yeah.
I robbed a bank.
Robbed a bank.
I wasn't going to beg her to stay with me. I robbed a bank.
Robbed a bank. That showed up. Went straight to jail. 10 years. Right back in. Oh, and another thing I was going to bring up to you. Did you see that video, Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, scrapping on Cowgate.
Yeah.
Your mic, like the thing, just shove it in.
Oh, is it in? Yeah? We good?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shia LaBeouf getting in fights in Edinburgh.
Lad.
What a boy. Not even during the Fringe.
Was it? It was after the Fringe, was it?
After the Fringe. There's no posters up.
Right.
You can see it in the thing. He's just out and about.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were watching the video yesterday in the car, and it's just like, it's so funny. Because I think the people were just giving him shit for being Shia LaBeouf. They were like, fucking Shia LaBeouf. And immediately Shia LaBeouf's like, fight me then.
Yeah.
Fight me. And John Maher had a very good point about it. He was like, he knows how to fight. I was like, how do you know that? And he was like, because he's refusing to do it beside the wall, because he doesn't want his back to a wall while he's fighting. He's making them walk out into the street and not do it up against the wall. And I was like, that's so scary.
But Shia is like, Shia grew up with the Latin Kings in LA. Like, he's like,
What?
he done been on the streets, dog.
I don't think he had. He just strikes me as a guy that later in life got really into martial arts because he's an insane person.
Well, into martial arts, but also like into like being like, you know, like, I done did that. I done been in combat, bro. I done seen men fall.
And he means he's just been in movies about
That's right.
war.
That's right. I've been in movie Fury with directed by John Cassavetes. But then, you know, he is the kind of guy like, I done seen the blood of my brothers spilt.
But they were doing him dirty in the streets.
They were doing him so dirty in the streets, dog. He got done so dirty in the streets.
They done him shot dirty in the streets.
They done him dirty in the streets. It was like, what I loved about it was just like, he's there kind of like, he's kind of has this little build on him.
Yeah.
Shia.
Yeah.
And he's kind of wearing this kind of little puffy clothes, and he's like, you know, he looks like he's on his way to Ladbrokes, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he looks like he's about to bet on 7 greyhound races in a row. And he's just there, and the boys are like, you know, just drunk. Typical big drunk,
Edinburgh,
22 looking.
a shirt,
Yeah.
skinny jeans, brown brogues, like just big Edinburgh lumps of boys.
Trying to fight Shia LaBeouf.
Just crazy.
Just mental. But like Shia just being like, all right, let's go then.
Yeah. And then he throws his hat at one point.
Yeah.
He takes his hat off and just goes, let's go then.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Don't throw away your belongings. What are you doing?
He just had a real Marie Kondo moment.
Yeah.
He was like, that doesn't spark joy. I'm fucking getting rid of that. Let's go then.
Let's go then, bro. I would have loved to see your man like go, because surely like I would love to see Shia beat the shit out of all of them. Like
Shia strikes
John
me as
Wick
a
style.
guy tries to fight him in the street. He like takes his back, chokes him out, walks away. Like
Right.
jiu-jitsu, just like doesn't hurt him any more than needs to hurt him. Doesn't
Yeah.
want to like knock him out and him land on the street or whatever. Just like,
Right.
see you later.
It's some weak shit.
Very clinical.
Weak shit, little boy shit.
Yeah, he's
Nonsense.
above the messiness of a scrap.
Yeah.
He knows it's too dangerous to start throwing punches. He like dodges one punch, bang, bang, bang. See you later. Good night.
Somehow John Barenthal glides in on a paraglider.
Yeah, he'd be there.
He's just give voice to why this fight
Yeah.
started.
And then they start flying for their movie. Don't cog it. It's always flying.
yeah.
It's so sad he wasn't there during the Fringe. I'd love to see Shia LaBeouf during the
Lad,
Fringe.
I think I would get on so well with LaBeouf.
Anytime anybody like talks about like a difficult moment in their life or something they struggle with in their Fringe show, Shia's at the back like, just do it!
Just do it!
Make your dreams come true!
Just do it! Didn't you beat your wife? Shut up! Fuck off! Aren't you known for being an awful? Just do it! this person who's just completely ruined their own career. Just do it!
Yeah, for sure. That
Oh,
was
man.
a good one. What I watched the Kneecap movie this week.
Oh!
You've seen it. You saw it
Yeah.
like a while ago. You got some kind of
I
early.
got a
you were
special screener.
You're in the industry.
I'm in the inner circle with Kneecap. I'm in there like if Kneecap, if something goes down, like I'll
You're like the you know the way there's the fifth Beatle.
yeah.
You're like the
I'm
the
the-
fourth Kneecap.
I'm
You're
elbow.
your elbow.
I'm elbow.
Bum, beam, beam, bum, bum, beam. Throw those curtains
Mm.
wide. One day like this, you can see me ride. Name one other elbow song.
They did or did they do the a cover of the Wizard of Oz? Somewhere Over the Rainbow? No? Was that them?
They may well have, but I don't know.
Was that elbow?
Crazy they did like arenas for ages, and most people only know one song by then.
All you need is one big hit.
Big hit.
Yeah,
LaRue split it between two big hits, but she should have gone for one big hit.
If she put those two songs together. Do you know what? Do you ever see like the Drake style? Sometimes he does these songs where it's like it's a song, but it's just two different songs.
I don't really listen to Drake.
And more power
I
to
don't
you.
support pedophiles, Michael.
I like to give them a little bit of money. I like to see the pedos having fun. You know what I mean?
Why?
There's nothing worse than a poor pedo.
I'd say a rich pedo is probably worse than a poor
No, because
pedo.
a poor pedo's out on the street.
Tell you who I'm getting angry at recently, pedophile hunters.
Whoa, that seems like a shot at me.
You're not a pedophile hunter.
What do you think my old show's
Yeah,
about?
that's true. But you're not hunting them, you're just confronting. Well,
I'm a pedophile confronter.
yes, you're not a hunter, you're
Right,
a confronter.
I'm a confronter.
Yeah, if they're,
Thank you.
if they're presented to you, you'll point them out.
I'll
but
point them out.
you're
I'm not afraid.
You're not going after them.
I'll get in their face. I'll say, hey, stop it.
Yeah.
Enough.
And that's important.
Stop that now.
That's an important part of the ecosystem.
Rude.
The pedo system.
Yeah, the pedo
It's very
system.
important. Very
Pedo
important.
system. So the pedo hunters have rubbed up
Do you
their
know
own way.
these like live stream cunts are like the ones who like video people being like, who you here to meet? Who you here to meet? You're here to meet a 14-year-old girl. And they've spent months chatting up this guy on some like chat room.
Yeah.
Being like, I'm a 14-year-old girl. Do you want to fuck me or whatever?
Encouraging their pedophilia.
And it's always just a guy with special needs
Yeah.
who's meeting them in a car park. And it's so like sad
Yeah.
that they've just tricked this guy he doesn't have the mental capacity to seduce a child.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
But it's only because it's these old men like actively playing along with it, actively encouraging it, that this guy who just is incapable of...
You made him a pedo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just like punch them now. I don't know if you've seen this, like on camera, they'll just like punch them.
They're
and
hitting the disabled
they'll
fellas.
just beat the shit out of them in like a
Okay, I
supermarket.
think I like them again now. Because that's just funny. Do you know what I mean? It's just, that's so outrageous. It's fun. Like,
But it's...
to set up mentally disabled people, agree to meet them and then just punch them in the face. I mean, that is kind of hilarious to do. I mean,
But they do all
it's not
sorts.
right.
They make them eat dog shit and stuff.
Whoa, easy now.
They make them eat dog shit.
Actually, these lads don't have to be encouraged to do that.
But I just think like
They make them eat it.
like this. It's such a weird. Like imagine you're that guy, that pedophile hunter guy.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, this is what I do. I hunt down pedophile. And obviously, like, it comes from a place of like, pedophiles are evil.
Yeah.
But it's like, this isn't this. Like, they're just making themselves feel good about it.
Right.
It's kind of like virtue signaling. Like, it's not a word that would be used for that stuff. But it's like, aren't I great for beating up a pedophile?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's just a disabled guy. You're just fucking up a disabled guy for.
That's right.
For your own like sense of I'm doing good in the world.
Yeah. No, and you know it's a hit job. You've set him up.
Yeah.
Because he's also
It's never Drake.
Huh?
It's never Drake. I'd love to see Drake on a pedophile hunter video. Who you here to meet?
Hey.
I know when that hotline bling. Ever since I left the city, you. We got to do an ad read.
Half an hour in.
We're doing it.
Cumlung wants money. Is it gone mad?
Is it cable or is it mic? Okay. Well, this is supposed to be a secret microphone that was just for my. Oh my God, I was already in trouble about this. Should we just pause everything and come back after the ad read?
Yeah.
And we're back for the ad read after an absolutely chaotic moment. It's so easy how precarious us holding any of this together is.
Yeah.
Come along waved wants to be like, you've done half an hour, maybe do an ad read. And I mid-sentence went, ad read? and then he was like, also that mic's a bit fucked up. And then we knocked over a mug full of Coke Zero.
We did, yeah.
It wasn't me.
Huh? The Coke Zero?
It was not my foot. It was one of the cables from the mic passing.
So it was Cumlung?
I mean, I would guess if anyone's cable is going to knock over the mug of Coke Zero, it's going to be the one that's over here and being pulled in that direction.
So Cumlung? So Cumlung then? Surely I can't even believe this has been turned around on me.
I mean,
Certainly this was not my fault. Most things are my fault and I put my hand up and I say they are, but I can't take, this is, no way.
in what way?
That was not me. What the hell? You kicked it over with your foot.
My foot did not touch the mug. It was a cable. My foot did not touch the mug. Come along is pleading ignorance.
I'll take responsibility for that.
Good man, Cumlung. Well done, Cumlung. I am Spartacus. Good lad.
Fellas, I'm repeating a former ad read because they haven't sent us the September ones.
Have they not?
I don't know if there's just like because they always have like a theme based on whatever month it is. I don't know if they do like a 9/11 specific Manscaped ad.
Nice.
Fellas, do you want your penis to look like a tall tower? Destroy the.
Fly your penis into the twin flaps. The twin flaps?
A second discount has hit the podcast.
Oh.
Fellas, do you want your grooming routine to be a one and done deal? No
fucking way.
Well actually, no, you do. Actually, you do. That's,
you do?
Yeah.
Oh, you do, you dumb bastards.
Well, the days
You
of
fucking silly bitches.
well, the days of using the same. Oh no. I'm so confused. The days of using the same trimmer for your face and your private parts are over. Thanks to
Fuck that.
Thanks to our friends at Manscaped.
No way.
They've come up with the ultimate package to keep your hairs trimmed from 9 to 11, from 12 to 6.
From fucking, yeah, lad. Never forget to shave your balls or what happened on September 11th. It was Bush. He did it. He gave the order.
Speaking of Bush.
Oh! Nice. Nice.
If the United States had Manscaped, there would have been no Bush and therefore no 9/11.
No 9/11.
Introducing the Beard and Balls bundle featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 and the Beard Hedger, a trimmer for the moneymaker and another for the boys downstairs.
I tell you, there was no stairs by the end of 9/11. The whole building collapsed. There was no boys downstairs. And everyone's balls and cocks were also died in that tragedy. So use the time you have. Remember, it's precious. and shave your cock and balls. And maybe your face too. And maybe your asshole if you like putting stuff up it. Or sitting on sharp things. Come on.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code parenting20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code parenting20 at manscaped.com for the premium grooming experience. Trust Manscaped. Do you want to talk about a time that made you think about trimming your ball hair and your face hair?
Absolutely. I was...
well, post 9/11, there was quite a lot of bias against the kind of Muslim and Arabic community in America and people with big beards.
Big beards and kind of thick black hair around their genitals and tufts of hair in their asshole. And I remember one time I was unshaved and a young woman, I believe, she worked in Sainsbury's, but she went to give me a fellatio. And she went down there and I had a big thick thing and she's like, what are you, a dirty terrorist? ISIS! She started screaming, ISIS, 9/11, it's like that. And I said, no, I'm not. I was not involved in 9/11. I agreed with it, but I didn't get involved. And then... And then I said, well, no, we'll take that out. But then, and she was like, you're a terrorist, I'm not. And I kept trying to put my willy back towards her mouth. But, and then I was like, I better use Manscaped to avoid these kind of accusations and these altercations.
Listen, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code parenting20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code parenting20, parenting 20 at manscaped.com.
Nice.
No more juggling multiple tools or dealing with subpar results. Just efficient, effective grooming wherever you need it.
That's right.
Yeah.
On a plane that's headed for a building.
Hey, thank you. That was...
You know what your body found and you've got...
I started that and I regret it.
That's all right. It's too late now.
Anyway, back to the podcast.
Bye now.
Hello.
Hello.
Good podcasting for the boys. We were talking about the Kneecap movie.
Yes.
You're in the inner circle of Kneecap. You're connected to the Kneecap mafia.
I've never met Knee or Cap, but I know I'm very connected to these body parts. Yeah, Knee and Cap. I don't know which one's which, but I have an idea. But
there's Mowgli Bap and Makara.
Mowgli Bap.
Yeah,
is that like a sandwich? Made of a character from
Bap
the Jungle Book.
Bap,
Mowgli Bap.
Bap can be a head,
right?
In Belfast, like your Bap. Your bap. Why's the Bap would be like why's up? Why's your head up?
Oh, right. So
yeah.
he's Mowgli Bap. So he's ahead in him like the protagonist of the Jungle Book.
I would say so, yeah.
The bald Mowgli.
I think so, yeah.
What was Mowgli at in the Jungle Book? Can I just ask you this?
Learning, growing.
And he was his best friend was Baloo. Is that right?
Yeah.
But they were buddies. But that was a bit of a weird relationship because Baloo was like in his 50s, was he? And then
a bear.
And a bear.
Do you think it's kind of some kind of homoerotic allegory?
Looking back, I think we can look at it through a kind of a pedo-aware society that we are now.
A little sexy boy with a big bear?
With a big fucking bear who we know from, the gay community is a very sexy prospect, is a big fucking hairy bear.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And then King Louis was maybe like a drag king of some description.
Right. Yeah. So maybe, I'm not saying there was nefarious things going on there, but it's worth re-examining it. But Mowgli was a little Tarzanish type guy, was he?
Well, I saw a tweet recently do you think Tarzan was a virgin when he met Jane, or was he clapping gorillas' cheeks? Which is a really valid question.
It is a great question and one that's not brought up in Parliament enough. But I find Stammer.
This is Stammer's Britain, man.
This is Stammer's Britain,
brother. They're not
brother.
talking about Tarzan clapping gorilla cheeks.
Well,
even nearly enough.
Well, they're just afraid to say what has to be said. So tell me now about Kneecap movie. You went to see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Oh.
I think it's an absolutely brilliant movie.
Oh.
I think it's so fresh, very different to lots of things you see nowadays. Yeah. I'm excited by it. You can always tell how much a movie is being pushed. There's a lot of screenings at the picture house that I'm a member of. And it's this is
well, that's a sign that it's making money.
Yeah.
I thought the movie was in every way great, fresh, funny. The story grips you in the movie. Fassbender's in there. kind of sulking and cutting the rug.
And all the stuff that makes me about Kneecap, like that would just give me a wee worry, was just like dealt with in such a
Yes.
poised way. I thought it was great.
Because you were worried that they're too kind of like fast and strong or something, is it? Or what was your worry?
I thought that they were too fast and strong.
Like that they were moving about too quickly and you couldn't kind of keep an eye on them. Was it? What was your problem with Kneecap? That they were climbing too much stuff, was it? Or you found they were damaging buildings? Why did you not like them? Well, is that not it? That they were too fast and strong and climbing stuff and they were kind of milling about and they'd be in and out before you'd see them go and they'd tickle you and next thing they're on a bus. What was it? Just tell me what your problem was.
I just sometimes you get
With my
worried
beloved Kneecap.
about people from the younger generation, like my generation in Belfast, being overly like, yeah, paramilitaries are the ra, fuck the Brits and all that stuff. It's just like,
You're worried about that. Vittorio Angelone.
yeah.
That's your whole shtick. That's how you've made a living. That's what paid for these socks.
It's really, truly not.
What? Come on
In what
now.
world is my stick up the rat?
Come on. You got banned from a gig for saying it.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that soon. I'm going to try and work out a set about that on stage tonight. But that was a silly joke that's making fun of people saying up the rat.
Is it?
Yeah.
So is every time I say it. Which is quite a
No,
bit.
people from the south say it with there's no understanding of the consequences of saying things like that.
No, there.
I've watched one Troubles documentary and now I'm fucking John Hugh.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Peacekeeper.
Yeah, because you.
I'm Bill Clinton.
Because when we first met, you didn't really know who Jerry Adams was, really. You were
That's
kind
an insane thing to say.
of, No?
That's it.
But you didn't really
Jerry
know.
Adams is a good friend of mine.
Well, Carol,
He's in the Kneecap movie.
well, they mention him, don't they?
He's in it.
Is Jerry in it?
Yeah, his head
he
appears
play the
on
mother?
somebody's head at one point.
Huh?
His head appears on somebody's head
right.
at one point and he's actually in it.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Right. Yeah, that's not him that plays the mother.
No.
No, that's a woman, actress.
Would you just fucking speak sense for a moment?
But come here to me. Tell me, so you were afraid that Kneecap would be kind of like getting lads riled up. Next thing they're biting tables and they're, throwing eggs
Well, because
at
it's a kind of tenuous,
nuns.
it's a precarious peace process that is still feeling like it's on some level still going on.
Right.
And I think to reduce it down to this kind of, yeah, fuck you, blah, blah. And my thing with Kneecap is always in interviews, very like switched on, clever boys who'll be like, who speak quite a bit of sense in the interviews, but then the songs are a bit less nuanced. And then that kind of comes up in the film where they're like, it's the fucking chorus of a song. I'm not going to get into the actual ins and outs of everything I believe. It's just the chorus of a song. I think that's true of comedians as well. Is like, you can put across like a degree of what you think in a joke.
Yeah.
But to get to the real complexities of it, you'd have to get too into the weeds for it to work on stage.
Yes.
Although some comedians don't seem to mind that.
Would I be one of them?
No.
Oh, nice.
You're not one of the ones that gets. You don't. There's a lot of accusations that could be leveled at you, but getting bogged down in the complexities of ideas isn't one of the things people say about your stand-up.
What? Hey now! What the hell? You're taking rotten jibes.
Tell you what Mike's problem is. Too concerned with nuance on stage.
What the hell? I can't believe you'd say this to me now. This is a rotten jibe. My stuff is complex. Even I don't understand it. I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. It's too dense.
That's funny.
And difficult.
That's funny.
Let me ask you this now. Do you remember when your man is having sex? I don't know if it's
Spoilers for the Kneecap movie.
yeah, I don't know if it's knee or cap, but one of them is lacing it into an orange woman,
It's Makara.
and then you get to see her boobs in the movie. What about that? That was good. Did you?
I sometimes don't like seeing nudity in films.
But this time.
No, I was like, did that need to be there?
But what the hell are you on about? So, because this is what I don't understand. If you could have boobs in a movie or not have boobs in a movie, which one are you going to pick? It's funner to have them in.
I think no boobs. I think a suggestion of boobs is often
You
better
want a
than
boobless
boobs.
movie?
I'd say most of my favourite movies are boobless.
Whoa! Well, that's because they're cartoons.
There's a lot of cartoon
can't just-
movies with boobs in them, Mike.
Is there?
There's a whole genre, a whole country dedicated.
Could you send me a
Everyone in
list?
Japan is currently working on this.
Oh yeah, the Japanese love a bit of that, don't they?
Yeah, cartoon boobs.
Yeah. The
Big
Japanese are deranged, aren't they? In like, do you know what I mean? Like in terms of horniness, like they're just mad. They'd put tits on the side of a car, like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just don't care.
Yeah.
They'd have tits coming out of a toaster.
What were your thoughts about the Kneecap film?
I loved it. I thought the boys were, not surprisingly, because they, you know what I mean, you can just tell that they're a talented pair, but
Amazing.
their acting was unbelievable.
I think it's just like the balls it takes to be who they are. Like, you have to remember, they've mates who they went to school with. And can you imagine anybody came into your school and were like, oh yeah, we're starting an Irish language rap group?
Yeah.
They'd be bullied to death.
I would have hit them with a hurl in the head. I mean, like, cop on, don't say that
So the
again.
amount of balls and like the amount of like that, like, how exposing that is.
Yeah.
I think acting, like, once you're over like telling people you've started an Irish language, especially before it's successful,
That's right.
like before anything has worked, and you're just like a shit Irish language rap group that aren't getting any gigs and nothing's working, nobody's coming to the shows.
People
That's
think you're the
such
biggest
a nightmare.
You're the biggest Egypts to ever
And
were.
I think that's the biggest thing to overcome with acting is the worry that people are going to think you're a fucking agent.
Yeah. No, and because have you ever tried to act?
Yes.
It's not as easy as you think.
It's tough, and I think sometimes you get so in your head about it, and that's the thing. Like getting out of your own head is a huge part of it, but you still have to do it's brutal.
Be in your body, be present.
But also know the lines and know what you're supposed to say next. So you have to be like so switched on here,
Yeah.
but not overthinking, and it's just like fuck.
And it's difficult because obviously in stand-up, if you get in trouble, you just say, look at you, you fucking fat pedo. And then everyone
works for you, yeah.
And everyone's like, he's really good. But then in stand-up when you do
I
that,
think
or
what
when
you
in
mean
acting,
is you can move, you can change gears, you can say something different.
That's
it's-
right.
It's all very malleable.
Yeah.
Whereas acting, it's like, well, gotta say the thing that I'm supposed to say.
That's right. And it's tough to be there. So when you see those guys nailing it, you're like, good Lord, these are like 360 kind of talented men. They could probably like make something as well, like
I
a
like their
pottery or
wee,
something.
fat, muscly bodies. Like they're a wee bit, like they have a wee belly on them because
Yeah.
they like pints and stuff, but they're just wee,
But they're tanks.
muscly wee boys.
That's right.
Yeah, I like it.
What I like is if you've got like a bit of a belly, but then a nice big chest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than like.
and a muscly shoulders and back. They've got muscly shoulders and backs, but just a wee belly.
But you
on
want a little fat on someone's back like that, like the lads in Kneecap, especially your man who takes his top off all the time. So his real name is Nisha, but his stage name is
them. Mowgli Bap.
Mowgli Bap.
You seem angry about that.
Mowgli Bap.
You seem angry that his name's Mowgli Bap.
Well,
It's
it's just-
crazy because your name's Rice, and that's fucking stupid.
It is a dumb name that I have, that's for sure. But Mowgli Bap, I just keep thinking of a sandwich made of the Jungle Book character Mowgli.
If that's what you want to think about, that's okay.
But it's not what I want to think about. That's what it translates as.
Come along, does Mowgli, like the way they spell it in Kneecap, does that mean something in Irish that isn't Jungle Book character? I think there's a fada on the I.
I think it might mean like poet with a big fat back.
A big fat back.
I love a big fat, but you know what I mean? Like
They've got big hoops on them as well. They're just big strong boys.
Nice big fucking Nicki Minaj arses on them. But which I think like anchors you down and centers you to rap better if you're like.
Is that why Nicki Minaj is good at rapping?
Well, yeah, because she's like fucking. She's
And
absolutely.
Kendrick's kind of built like the Kneecap boys.
I think Kendrick would get on well with them, and I think that they would have been Team Kendrick in that feud. Although Drake does, but see, that's why Drake got himself that BBL, the Brazilian butt lift, to try become one of them. He wanted to give himself like a big hoop so that he'd be more centered and good at rapping.
Yeah, but there's no.
But you can't. You're either born with it or not. You'd be good at rapping
I think so. Yeah,
because
I've got the ass for it.
You've got a big fat ass full of lyrics, and
Was you a bit more top heavy? Together we make one muscular man.
That's right. You've got from there down. I'm top up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the cock.
You've got the cock,
Yeah.
but you know of us two.
Yeah.
No, come on, Get real.
Should we do another race challenge?
Do you know what? If we get to 10,000,
10 million Patreon subscribers.
we'll take our cocks out. We'll measure our cocks on the Patreon. God, that would be fucking decent.
No luck on Mowgli?
Apparently he's got it because he used to get bowl haircuts and looked like Mowgli from the Jungle Book.
So it
That's
is.
why
It
he's
is a
Mowgli
Jungle
Bap.
Book
Because his
thing.
head looks like Mowgli.
Yeah.
Mowgli Bap, because his hair is
Oh,
a bap chop. That's
he's
what
got a
you would
Mowgli
call
head.
haircut.
Oh,
He's got a Mowgli head on
I
him.
like that. But
You just got to supplant. Bap means head, not sandwich in this scenario.
yes.
Is that
Right.
okay? Do you think you
That's
can
all right?
manage
No,
that?
I've got it.
But I think it's an exciting film that's come. Like, I think it's very exciting for kind of Irish stuff. I like that when there's good Irish stuff coming out. And I think they're just part of a broader ecosystem of cool Irish stuff at the minute. And they don't have to be the softer, more nuanced version of that. They're the kind of mad cunts of the whole thing. And like Lankum do their thing, they're mad in a different way. And then the Merry Wallopers are very
Fontaines.
Fontaines DC. Like, I think just all of this adds up to a very exciting time. And us, I think we're in this.
Oh, we're in there.
We're in there, I think.
Fuck
it's Fontaines DC, Lankum, Kneecap, the Merry Wallopers, Cillian Murphy, and the boys.
All right. Okay. So can I ask you this now? If we get invited to like a party, or I get us invited to a Kneecap party,
I got invited to the screening in Belfast, but it was in August, so it was at the Fringe.
right? But I'll get us like invited to like one where it's like cool and like we're in the dark and there's drugs.
If I meet Kneecap, I'll do Cat for the first time.
Will you? You better do, lad.
You better time.
You better do drugs with me and Kneecap. Me, you, and Kneecap.
But maybe you should just be our drug representative.
No way. You got to come in and you got to get amongst it. And come along, you're going to be there as well. And you're just going to hold a bucket for him to get sick in. All right? You're going to hold a bucket for us to kind of spit and piss and stuff in. But we'll give you little tasters of Ket as well. Right? Have you ever done Ket, come along?
Come Long's about to plead the fifth on the podcast.
Okay, come along. For come along's parents, first off, why call your son come along? But seems cruel. But number two, he's never done any drugs. But I just think, imagine we got in like a cool group of like friends
We're in
of
it.
young Irish.
We're in it.
Like Mescal's there.
Yeah.
Me and Mescal are.
Dermot O'Leary liked my Instagram post recently.
Dermot O'Leary.
He's in. He's one of the young, cool Irish people.
No, he's not.
He's young and cool and Irish.
He's Irish of descent, but he's a bit of a company man. No,
No.
O'Leary.
I think he is. I think he's a sneaky, like, I think when he likes my nasty Instagram videos, he goes, "Ooh, getting
Right.
away with one here."
Right.
I like that about
Should we
him.
should we try get O'Leary on the pod? But sure, he wouldn't say anything. He's
I
too.
don't think he would come on the podcast.
Yeah.
The dream is Mescal.
Oh,
On pod?
lad, just have him there, sitting there in GA shorts, giggling.
Yeah, don't even give him a mic.
No, just
Just have Mescal on the pod.
blushing and giggling. He loves to blush and giggle.
He loves blushing and giggling. That's his interview technique.
He just blushes and giggles, and it's just adorable, and he doesn't really answer
Such a
anything.
beautiful boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Mescal and Gladiator is going to be the ship that fucking launches 1,000 female wanks. I think.
The whole cinemas will need to, like, at an
Oh.
Italian grandmother's house where they wrap the sofas in plastic.
I've heard they're already ordering in mops from China
Yeah.
for the screenings.
I think that's a good
Lad,
thing to do.
I just think if we could become kind of, do you know what I mean? Like cool hip little Irish artist collective, and then like
I think we're already in there.
and then like
We're
come along
part
and
of-
hands around sweets.
We're in a, should we start putting on parties for
Yes,
Irish artists?
Oh, lad.
Who are we inviting? Kneecap, Cillian Murphy,
Yes.
Kyogan, but we keep him in a cage, I think.
We'll have like we'll maybe have like we'll call it a Kyogan cupboard, and if you want to be fingered then or something like that by
Yeah.
Barry, you like go in there.
Yeah, and that's okay.
It's kind of like the Chokey in Matilda a little
Yeah,
bit. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, the
You might
Kyogi.
get sent to Kyogan cupboard if you're
Yeah,
not behaving
yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you've told a shit story.
Mascot?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not blushing or giggling enough.
Yeah.
Get in
Into
the Kyogan
cupboard.
Fuck's sakes.
That's right. Or if you tell a story that bombs or something, or like, and then
Yeah.
you have to head into Kyogan cupboard.
Who else do we have? Lankum will be there. The
Yeah.
Merry Wallopers will be there. They'll just be like the house band. I don't think you could have Lankum as the house band. It's
No.
a bit fucking intense.
Yeah, and they'd be kind of biting the heads off of bats. And
Like trying to have a party, and they're just like, "Go dig my grave."
Yes.
Both white and deep. Yeah, just drones the whole way through the party.
that's right. I think
so. Not that. I think more of like.
we don't want self-harm happening at the party.
That's what we want. We want the Merry Wallopers in the corner. Anybody else coming through? Fontaines, DC.
Fontaines.
Maybe later on in the night, they're the music. And
That's
then
right.
after that, it's Kneecap.
Yeah, we'll have kneecap to fucking like
And
that'll
then
be
3 a.m. Lankham.
yeah.
We need to put on like an Irish festival.
And then we have Lisa Canny, who's my roommate, who's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She's going to be involved as
She
well.
liked one of my videos recently.
Did she now?
I got very excited about it. I
Did
said,
you?
"Ooh, I've been accepted by Mike's house."
The bold Lisa Canny. We should have Lisa Canny on. Actually, she'd be great on
She's
the
good
pod.
crack.
Oh, she's great crack.
Yeah, good.
And
We'll
she's
get her
a good. She's a good woman. And oh Jesus, yeah.
That's
Well,
what we're all about as guests. We're having good women on the podcast.
good big, and she has big, juicy ginger boobies. She's lovely. You'll wait till you see her. And she's a great voice. She's it all going on. See, you don't like what I see, and this is why I don't agree with you on like say something like the Kneecap movie. When you're like, oh, don't have boobies in. Why would you not add in all the fun things? That's what I'm wondering. Like, if we could have someone on the pod with their boobs out, would that not be so class for the people watching?
For the listeners.
Yeah. Or for the listeners, even imagine Howard
They can
Stern
hear
used
the tits.
to do that.
But surely we could just tell the listeners that there's a lady with her boobs out.
They can-
And they can imagine that.
Well, Howard Stern used to do it where he'd actually have the naked women in, and then it became so popular because people would all be imagining the boobies, but he would have them in the studio, and people feel when
That's what
something's
we
real.
do. We have them here now. There's naked women all around this flat off camera. Look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be so nice if we did have that. I'm just very horny at the minute. But what was I going to say?
You have tour dates to plug?
Tour dates!
I have.
My tour extension, MikeRiceComedy.com. First show is in Brighton. We have tickets available in Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, Dublin, Belfast, Cork, soon to be Cork, fucking Dundee, ye devils, Newcastle, London, soon to be London. London's coming up. I'm having trouble with the venue. But MikeRiceComedy.com, and coming near you, go have a look. Cardiff. I'm coming to Cardiff, you bastards.
Mike's coming near you.
Yes.
Urgent ones for me that are coming up when this comes out. Cardiff on the 19th of September. We could do with a few more tickets there. If you know anyone in Cardiff, please tell your friends. Bristol sold out, Edinburgh sold out, Glasgow sold out. Aberdeen, there's a few left. Dubai, if you know anyone in Dubai, send them my way. Manchester, last few tickets. Leeds, we just added. I haven't announced that on the podcast before. Leeds, I'm coming to Leeds doing
Nice.
the wardrobe. And then in Ireland, Dublin, Cork, Ballymena, Coleraine, Belfast, Derry, Bangor sold out, Killarney, Sligo, Brighton, Portsmouth, Westport, Galway, Dundalk, Kilkenny. I'll see
Kilkenny.
you there. Galway, we added an early show at the upstairs of the King's Head, so come along to that.
Nice.
In particular, you guys have been cool. Sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com.
We'll continue on there.
Parenting.
We've got advice on the Patreon.
We've got advice. We're also going to talk about Oasis, which we haven't talked about yet.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. We didn't talk about Oasis.
Oh.
And also, Come Long and I had one of the grimmest evenings of both of our young lives on the tour already. See you
Good
there.
Lord. Bye.
Patreon.com/parenting. Bye.
Bye.